Was it? I thought I was doing vertical. I'm not. Okay. We're going to let it brew for a minute. I'm also going to message my Discord so that people can jump in and hang out. We're a little early. It's Thursday, about 7 o'clock. And we've finally gotten our gaming area where it's a little more manageable. So I'm just going to hang out here, listen to some music while I paint, while people jump in. And then I was going to give a quick tour of our whole gaming area. All right. Let me see. It says I can flip this around. Hey, how's it going, T-Dog? Let's see if I flip this around. There we go. All right. No, you're good. You're good. I'm just going to, yeah. You can pick out some magic cards you wanted to go through. Okay. All right. Let's see. Really been enjoying painting these Saiyan elves. They have a lot of character to their design. It takes a bit on a miniature to make me want to spend a lot of time on it, or at least make it look good. I like these guys a lot. Hey, how's it going, Argus? I'm just putting some finishing touches on all these guys, and we'll give a little look around in our gaming area. How have you been doing today, Argus? What you been up to? So I use these like they're kind of like a marker, but they have bristles like a brush. Like it actually spreads open like a brush. And I use them because I end up getting more stuff painted. I've had to kind of teach myself how they work, because they do have a bit of a flow state they can get into, where they kind of, if you get them too riled up, they just paint coming out everywhere. So I'll try and manage my descriptions a little better. Anyways, I like these a lot, but I use brushes too at times, mostly when I'm doing contrast painting. I kind of want to get things finished and done. Here, so this character, as far as I'm concerned, is done. Here, let me bring some more light in. Here, I am ready to play with her. She's good. You know, because I mean, I'll get really compulsive with miniatures and just keep going on forever and ever. But there's 3 of these I have actually finished, and there you go. This is the last guy. I'm leaving all them be at this point, so I stop just like going over and over and over it. But mostly I just use these markers. I like these a lot. They have a pretty precise, like, pinpoint head. You can actually get pretty good details on these. Hey, Argus, would you mind posting a link to this live stream in the Discord? I forgot. Would you prefer a game with flavorful? Ooh, okay. Would you prefer a game with flavorful classes or no classes but still lots of flavorful individual? Hold on. Let me make my chat come up. Cancel. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So lots of flavorful individual choices. Let's see. You know, I'd be okay with some mix of both, actually. I like the flavor. What's that? Oh, so I have to pick one? Okay, so apparently Bishop says I have to pick one. I'd probably rather the one that left me flavorful options. Oftentimes, if we're talking about tabletop RPGs, oftentimes the class building in tabletop RPGs is based on exclusion systems. You know, like this character can pick in these 10 categories of options, but doesn't have access to like 30 other options. All right. You got me talking about TTRPGs now, Argus, and I'm not painting anymore well. So hold on. Also been watching the 40 RPG stuff from Crispy and trying it out for myself. That's awesome, man. How's that been going with you? I have rather enjoyed Crispy's content. I'm actually going to be playing a game with him sometime soon. I think February 28th, 21st, sometime this month. We're playing a game with him. It's he is kind enough to offer to run a game for us. Let's see. Been really enjoying the chat videos you guys are doing on talks with the deeper dives. Yeah, I've enjoyed those as well, and it's been fun talking about those gaming ideas with Lex, because she's not like a big gamer. It's not her that's not her deal. But we actually are putting a video out tomorrow talking about some stuff that's more her deal, acting, and kind of how it relates to TTRPGs. All right, so Argus, I think I would prefer a classless system so that we avoid any of the railroading in design, and one that allows me, like really good variant choices. I like systems that allow you to get into the weeds with character design, where you can make something weird that you've never played before. Challenging to get players to follow along and be more 4D. Is it? Oh, so you've already started, or tell me how that's been going. It sounds like you've already started playing in like a 4D type of thing, and you're struggling to get your players to talk back. I've had some trouble with that too in the past. One of the things that really worked, I'm gonna move this up top so you're not staring at my nose. One of the things that really worked early on was trying Rodney's unicorn. I had never heard of this weird idea, but someone told me about this thing. This. If you ever want to talk out of character, like if you ever want to say something as your player, you do that, right? And that just lets the DM know, hey, I don't understand the rules or something. I want to ask a clarifying question about how my character can do something, right? This. Otherwise, you're not allowed to talk. And that really worked. Like, I was surprised how well that worked. Occasionally, people would go like, blah, blah, blah. Oh, wait, I'm not talking to my character. After about 3 sessions, we don't have to really worry about it anymore. Most of the time, everyone is now in character all the time. Players wanting to always ask out-of-game questions and not describe their roles. Yeah, I know what you mean. That's... What are you dropping, dude?
There was dog food.
Okay. Oh, okay, they're gonna find it, yeah. Yeah, trying to get the out-of-character questions out. I understand that. In the 4D thing, from what I understand from Crispy's way of playing the game and from what I've seen in how they play, they're pretty much always in their character, and occasionally I unholster my gun and I point it at him, and then you go, okay, what are you doing with my board, by the way?
I'm moving them.
Yeah, okay, you're distracting me from the thing I'm saying. You're messing up I wanted all that stuff how it was, bro. Yeah. I've also had trouble getting players to just stay in character. I think the thing that helps the most is when I've figured out how to help a player know what their character does or thinks about, and that's something on occasion I'll actually do still, where I go like, how does Vanya feel about this? Like I'm just trying to get them back into it, what is Vanya thinking right now? And it is kind of a meta moment, but it's one that I take on occasion just to kind of bring a player back into their character. Doesn't always work, but the times when it does, it helps steer things around a bit. All right, let me take a gander around here. I'm gonna flip this. All right, so this is our game space. All right, so here's our here's our kitchen, and then here's right here where we play. This is the main game table where we set up our boards and miniatures. I had more of my boards out here earlier, but Bishop destroyed them and broke them up. I was gonna.
Have more room for magic cards.
Man, all right. Here, why don't you put them back, man? I kind of had everything, and they'll still have room for magic cards. It'll be cool. Anyways, this is where we play. Either playing Magic Commander or TTRPGs. If you're a player in one of my games, you're gonna be sitting here. The lights will all be dim, and generally up on that screen over there, I'll have some images that I've generated of like what's going on in our session, maybe the current location where the players are at. And so people, we all sit around the table here, and I sit right over here in the corner. And usually I set up my DM screen here, and then I kind of hang out here, and my players are all there, and this is where we play. The crafting area, that's something we've been working on the whole time. Like, this all was upstairs at one point, and it was in my room and my desk, and we've been moving crafting stuff all around the house since we started crafting, because it takes space. Like, all this stuff is like crafting miniature building supplies, miniatures. This is all like basing materials, terrain building materials, and spray paints. Like, I'm constantly moving this stuff around trying to like find what to do with things. But I think I've figured out my painting setup. I love using these markers. These are kind of my jam. Just for how easy it is to get them open, start painting, stop painting. I ruin a lot of brushes just leaving and forgetting about them at times. I'm a little absent-minded about it, I guess. All right, so you're all ready to open magic packs, huh? Mm-hmm. Okay, we can do it right here. I'm just gonna move this back a little bit, okay?
That's why I took them off the table.
Oh, I see, okay. All right, I'll just get this chair. I'll have you sit here. You start opening packs, and I will...
Just put it on there.
That's fine. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to turn this around.
Well, because then you can't go through that.
I'm going to have you open my pack, and you go through them, and that way you can be extra judgmental to all the cards.
Okay.
This guy likes to be highly critical of the cards, and
if I see a good card, I'll say it's good, but if a card is not
basically any cards that are mid, he calls absolute garbage.
Yeah.
And so I told him he was allowed to do that while we do a live stream. So we're going to go. So we have 3 different packs we're going through. We got Modern Horizons.
Yeah.
Okay, the Lorwyn Eclipse, and then the Thunder Junction.
From best to last.
All right. Are we...
Or, worst to best.
Worst to best. Wait. The Thunder Junction are worst?
Yeah.
Really?
I think the Lorwyn's better than Thunder Junction.
Wait, why?
The Thunder Junction ones are kind of feel a little more convoluted. Not the cards are bad, but I think they're less interesting cards.
The Thunder Junction ones?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because they're convoluted.
A little bit, yeah.
So they add too many mechanics or something.
Somewhat, but then it is also they're just some of the cards are kind of mid. You'll get a mount that does nothing when you mount it.
Okay.
And then Borwin has a lot of cool cards. We just haven't gotten a lot of them yet.
Okay.
And then I think this one just
Modern Horizon has the most solid cards. Okay.
The most interesting ones.
You didn't even fix my bridge, man. All right.
Okay. Also, this one has the best pack to open.
Oh, because it cracks open so easily. Yeah.
Yeah. This one's kind of hard to open, or hardest, not hard.
All right. I'll take you up on it. I feel like opening some packs myself. We'll have to show the good cards.
All right.
If you have magic packs at home, you can follow along with us. All right, what are we looking at?
All right, so we got Snakeskin Veil, 1 cost, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control against hexproof and until end of turn. That's actually pretty good. Corrupted Conviction. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature, draw 2 cards. That's also pretty good. Geyser Drake. As long as it's not your turn, spells you cast cost 1 less to cast.
All right, so hold on. Where did the salty hater of all the cards go
These
because.
two are good.
Really?
This one is mid.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It's a little expensive, and it's not like a permanent decrease in spell cost. Like I think it's the Sapphire Amulet does this, but better, and it's an artifact, so you can't target it as easily.
Okay.
So this one's kind of mid. Inventive Wingsmith. At the beginning of your end step, if you haven't cast a spell from your hand this turn, an Inventive Wingsmith doesn't have a flying counter on it, put a flying counter on it. That's okay.
Okay.
I guess it's pretty much for like.
This is like the convoluted stuff you're talking about a little bit.
It's for what's it called? Keywords Matter. A
Okay.
Keywords Matter deck, but it's not a very good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, Argus. And the main character advancement is done through feats and stat ups and equipment. Yeah, I would prefer the characters be built with all those separate means put together.
All right. 3 for 3/2 trample. When he enters the battlefield, if you control another outlaw, create a treasure token. I mean, so it's pretty much 2 for a 3/2 with trample. It's not that good.
Okay.
Here we go. So, plot for 5, or plot for 4, flying for 3. Not that good.
You don't like the plot mechanic?
No, it's not that I don't like the plot mechanic. It's just you're not getting a lot for 4.
Okay.
You're just getting a 4/3 with flying, which
Okay.
is like fine, but there's so many creatures that are just way better for 4, and you play them in the same turn.
All right.
The Holy Cow, flash flying. When it enters, you gain 2 life and scry 1. Not very good for 3.
I'm already looking at this Baron guy.
Let's see.
Baron Bertram.
Whenever one or more tokens enter the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 black vampire rogue creature token with lifelink. This ability triggers only once each turn. Spend 2 to sacrifice another creature or artifact, draw a card. It was really good until it got to the only once each turn.
Okay. All right.
But I guess that could be like 4 tokens per turn if you had a way to make tokens on other people's turns.
Okay.
I think he's like pretty good.
Or are you sorting them out based on their
Their
so
color.
how they're going to go? Okay. All right.
Because I'll
Yep.
sort them later. Ferocification. Enchantment at the beginning of combat on your turn, choose 1. Target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Target creature you control gains menace and haste until end of turn.
Okay. For 3, that's okay.
Not bad. If it was
Yeah.
like all your creatures, that
Yeah.
would be like awesome. But it's so decent. Thunder Lasso. When Thunder Lasso enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. Whenever a creature attacks, tap target creature defending player controls. Equipped 2. It's okay, but like if they have a few good creatures, then it's not that good.
Okay.
For like a deck that makes one creature like gigantic and has nothing else good, but other than that, it's just okay. 3 for a 2/2 at the beginning of combat on your turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Whenever this guy attacks while saddled, double the number of +1/+1 counters on target creature. Saddle 2. I actually kind of like that.
Okay.
Oh, he's also the legendary card, or the I don't know, whatever that's.
Oh yeah, the rare, yeah. Or mythic or something.
Yeah, that one's pretty
Yeah.
good. I think the Scythe Claw Cub or whatever, that creature. With him, this one would be pretty good because you can get a lot of tokens on someone.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that one. Indomitable Creativity. Destroy X target artifacts and or creatures. For each permanent destroyed this way, its controller reveals cards from the top of their library until an artifact or creature card is revealed and exiles. Until an artifact or creature card is revealed and exiles that card. Those players put the exiled cards on to the battlefield, then shuffle.
Okay.
That is, I feel like It could be good, but then it's so expensive, and you could be helping them. I'm not a big fan of that one.
Yeah, all right.
This next card looks
It's
misprinted.
red.
See, like the text is all blurry.
Oh yeah, it does. Oh, those are worth more.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think
no,
it's
that's
worth less.
no, that's worth way more, man. You want blurry text on your cards.
I don't
Think you pay extra for that on TCG Player.
Whenever Gila Courser attacks while saddled, exile the top card of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. Saddle 1. It's okay.
All right, so it's my turn.
Yeah.
All right, it's a cool land. Hold on.
That is a cool
Yeah,
one.
it is a cool land. Wow.
And here
Wait, that's not a land. Is that a land?
No, that's
Oh, okay, that's just artwork. Yeah, that's pretty cool art. Okay.
This card.
I was looking at that thing. Okay, all right. So
this one, you're going through,
I'm doing Thunder Junction. Okay.
Yeah, we're going through
all right.
them worst to best. Oh, but this
All right.
one, we're looking for Mana Drain.
Mana Drain.
It's one of these cards.
All right, hang on.
It's
Okay,
like the best
Giant Beaver. Do I need to read all the stuff, or just
No,
Giant
it's
Beaver?
just
He's mid. Okay, Desert's Dew. Instant spell. Failing fording.
Failed fording.
Failed fording. Thank you. Okay, instant Outlaw Medic. 1/1 with lifelink.
That's
Okay.
okay.
1/3.
Actually,
Sorry, 1/3.
Actually, that's pretty good. He's a chump blocker.
Yeah,
for
draw a
2
card.
and draw a card. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Okay. Oh, I see something shiny over there. Irascible Wolverine. Okay. 3/2. Sterling Keykeeper. Slick Sequence.
Deal 2 damage
Instant.
to any target if you've cast another
Spell this turn, draw a card. Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. Some of those cards that let you do like continuous card playing is pretty. Those are pretty fun decks to make. Rakish Crew enters the battlefield because it's an enchantment. Enters the battlefield. Create a 1/1 mercenary. Okay, I've seen a few mechanics looking for the mercenaries. Defender, sacrifice a land. See, draw a card. Create a treasure token.
Ooh.
All right, see,
what the
tiny-
heck is
oh,
that?
you're gonna have to look it up?
Yeah, I haven't heard of. I haven't even seen this card.
Tiny
ever.
Bones the Pickpocket. Legendary creature. It's a skeleton rogue. Whenever Tiny Bones the Pickpocket deals combat damage to a player, you may cast target non-land permanent card that
He's
player's.
$8.
Wow. All right, cool.
Yeah, that's good.
Wait, hold on. What color is he? Where's his color?
Black.
Oh, okay. These
I love
these new Fandango. Hey, get your hands off my card. Okay. Nexus of Becoming. Oh, this is another one. I got 2. So what's the difference? Mythic.
Wait, why did we get so many good cards in this?
I don't know. This is a really good pack. Yeah. At the beginning of combat on your turn, draw a card. Then you may exile an artifact or creature card from your hand. If you do, create a token that's a copy of the exiled card, except it's a 3/3 golem artifact creature in addition to other types. That's pretty crazy. All right, Primal Might. Target creature you control gets +X/+X. Then fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. Okay.
Is that the yeah?
And then, oh, hey, I got a blurry card too. These are definitely worth more. I can barely even read this one. My goodness.
You want me to read
Whenever Congregation Griff attacks while saddled, it gets +X/+X. Okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying about the Thunder Junction packs. They do have a bunch of convoluted mechanics that they're doing lots of stuff. I don't know if what they're doing is that interesting though.
That was like
Yeah, that pack
10
was
or
that pack was pretty
$11.
crazy. Okay, so we got an artifact. Oh, you're sorting these, right?
Yeah.
All right, here's black. Am I not sorting them, or am I sorting them?
Sorting them. So
Okay,
it's
sort them. Okay.
colorless,
Yeah.
colorless, and then
Green.
colorless. And then
All right.
multicolored.
Colored,
goes there.
multicolor. Here's a land.
Wait, is that a good land?
I don't know.
That's a decent land.
Okay. Land. Black.
The card that card that did 2 damage and draws a card if you played another spell.
Yeah.
I feel like that one's okay. This
Okay,
one, yeah.
compared to what?
It's okay because like you can with other cards you'll pay 1 for 3 damage or like
Okay.
1 for extra cost and 3 damage.
All right.
I feel like it's okay because you're only doing 2 damage and you might draw a card, but
Okay.
it's not like you can play it on curve and draw a card.
You're right. You're playing that card on like turn 5 or something
Yeah, when
in
you're
order to do a bunch of different effects. Yeah, okay. All right.
But there's a card called Chain Lightning, which is like part of Infinite Combos, which is like it's expensive at first, but you can keep paying the cost to play it over and over again and do a bunch of damage, which is cool.
Okay.
Rooftop Assassin. That is expensive for a 2/2. Flash, flying, lifelink. When Rooftop Assassin enters the battlefield, destroy target creature and opponent controls those dealt damage this turn.
I see. I remember I told you you're allowed to be as salty as possible.
Not garbage.
Oh yeah, so that's garbage. Okay, all right,
Yeah.
okay.
So expensive.
Yeah, just go give me your hot takes, man.
All right.
We're live streaming. There's nothing better than starting fights over Magic cards with nerds on the
Okay.
internet.
Stop cold. Flash, enchant artifact or creature. When it enters the battlefield, tap target enchanted permanent. Enchanted permanent loses all abilities and doesn't untap during its controller's end step. That's actually, it's
Wait.
it's like too expensive, but it's really good. If it was like 3,
Yeah,
that'd
for
be really
4, you'd basically take a creature or artifact out, but it's still on the board.
good. No. I think it's good because you can stop an infinite combo with like dramatic reversal and Isochron Scepter.
Okay.
I think this one is good, but it's too expensive.
Okay.
If it was
All right.
3, I'd say it's like pretty good, or really good.
Way to bring all the moderate takes today.
But it's too expensive. We're getting some good cards
All right.
though.
Okay. So all right.
Yeah.
This is from the packs that are the most mid in your opinion. So
Yeah. They're
okay.
just a little bit convoluted sometimes.
All right. Wanted Griffin.
Dies, create a 1/1 mercenary.
Yeah. Okay.
Not good.
Yeah, I'm not too keen on the mercenary mechanic thing. Like I don't. I think some of the problem is they come out with these dang sets way too often now. So it's like this was the set where you were going to create mercenaries, but
It's
like
not
they
mercenaries,
totally.
It's outlaws.
Sorry, outlaws. Yeah.
Which
we're-
are a bunch of different things. So outlaws are like mercenaries, rogues, warlocks, and
Okay.
a bunch of other things.
What was the set that came out where you were making little sorcerers, little red witches or whatever?
Final Fantasy.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay.
That one, I think
I know.
had some interesting mechanics.
It did. It's just the problem is they dropped those mechanics so quickly.
Yeah, it's like
that
a
then-
whole new.
Yeah, it's like the whole new thing. And now they're looking for red mercenaries. Previously, you were looking for red sorcerers, and it's like,
Yeah.
stick with it for a while.
Creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. If you control an outlaw, exile the top card of your library.
Okay.
You can play it until.
Get us to the good cards.
Okay.
Get us to the
let's
whiteboarded
see.
cards.
So,
We'll sort
this
through
is
all the
probably
garbage. Yeah.
Probably garbage. Second.
It's got a little black symbol. It's all garbage, right?
I
You're
know.
gonna shame the card or you're not. Gila Courser,
Trash.
right?
This is one.
He's trash. Okay. All right.
We
Well.
already have him.
Okay. All right. What is this?
Oh, this is the same card we got.
Oh, your
No,
hands in the. Oh yeah, we did. We
we
got. Oh
got-
hey, we got the regular printing with
The
the
one
with the
that's
text
not
that's
blurry.
normal. Yeah. All right.
Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to each of too expensive.
Hey TSL frontman, how's it going, man?
You may look at the top card of your library anytime. I like that. The top card of your library has plot. The plot.
Wait.
You may-
Dude, is this guy an eyeball? He's like a human eyeball? What is that thing?
He's.
That guy's crazy. You got to build a whole blue deck around this guy. Hold
That'd
on.
be an
You may look at the
interesting
top
deck.
card of your library at any time. The top card of your library has plot. The plot cost is equal to its mana cost. You may plot non-land cards from the top of your library. That guy's crazy. You can build a whole deck around that dude.
Yeah. I
Save
guess
him.
like a
He's
whole-
mine.
A whole plot deck.
That's
Here,
my
put him here.
that's
Here,
my
put him-
friend Timmy. No, he's
Oh,
gonna go over there.
Okay. Destroy target blocking creature. Creatures that were blocked by that creature this combat gain trample until end of turn. That's it's not that good. It's a little too situational.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good, TSL. Been struggling with Riker lately. He's had a rough week and a half or so, but he's doing better today. Thanks for asking, man. Take up the shield. An instant.
Yeah, it gives
Okay.
a +1/+1 counter and gives lifelink and indestructible until end of turn.
It's pretty land. That's a cool land, man.
And then here's the
Wow.
cool art card, which is probably like maybe 50 cents.
Are all these art cards not very worthwhile or something? Like
If they
no
have
one
the-
collects
if they
them?
have the gold signatures, they're worth like maybe $2 or like maybe $1 to $10 depending on how good.
All right, am I jumping to Lorwyn or am I doing?
Lorwyn?
Okay, so I'm gonna get to do 2 Lorwyns and then you're gonna get to do 2.
Modern
Did you plan it this way?
No.
No, okay. All right. Lorwyn, let's see. Flame Chain Mauler, Heirloom Auntie, Glamourite. No, Glamourmite.
Come on, good land.
Let's see, Gold Meadow Nomad. I gotta figure out how these Kitkin are supposed to work together. Kithkin, whatever.
Like,
it seems like
they're like sapperlings. Like they're not like
Yeah.
sapperlings, but I feel like they're weird little like
little hobbits.
Well, they're like chump blockers, like the sapperlings.
Okay.
Where they're like seem super weak, but then they get super powerful really.
So you're just throwing all the children from the Shire out into the abyss.
I played against a sapperling deck one time, and I was like, oh, that deck is garbage. And then he just had this OP combo that just won the game, and he made all his sapperlings like insanely huge.
Wow.
And instantly killed us all in one turn.
Okay, Ferdok Core, Mist Meadow Council. The spell costs 1 less to cast if you control a Kitkin.
That is garbage.
When this creature enters, draw a card. That's pretty...
trash.
Okay. All right, now we're at the ones that are starting to get good. Okay, Flock, Imposter. Okay, these shapeshifters, I got to figure out how to... Yeah, the changelings.
There's
got to be some way to make a good deck with these changelings, huh?
Yeah, probably.
With like a changeling legendary creature or something?
Wait here.
Hold on, let's see. Merfolk. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, create a 1/1 blue-black fairy. Okay, that's... Oh, so this is like fairies and merfolk working together. That's kind of cool. That's actually one of the first cards I've seen that does that, where a merfolk was going to work with a fairy. So that means you could actually make a 3-color deck, because fairies in this one are blue and white, and merfolk are... No. Merfolk are blue and white, and fairies are blue and black.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So you can make a blue, black, white deck.
Yeah, something like that. Reaping Willow. That's cool. Lifelink. This creature enters with 2 -1/-1 counters on it. That's actually really good for that witch deck, but I think it's the wrong color. See, remove 2 counters from this creature. Return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Interesting. Yeah, and a deck that's throwing around a bunch of counters, that's actually... It's a tree folk. I've seen a few other tree folks as well, so there's probably some synergy you can get going. Seer, 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. All right, here's the big Giga. Got a big Giga demon in here, or goblin. Oh, goblin, a black goblin. As an additional cost to cast this spell, behold a goblin card, or a goblin, and exile it. Pay 1 life. Blight 2, target opponent blights 2. So you pay 1 life and then blight 2, and then target opponent does the same. Activate only as a sorcery. When this creature leaves the battlefield, return the exiled card to its owner's hand. And that guy's actually really good for that witch deck, because she needs some extra blighty stuff. Yeah. And this is Cinder Strike, and then we got a Plain Forest. All right.
I can't remember this guy.
There
was a guy I was trying to look for who might work with the changelings.
Oh, okay.
He's like a 7-cost colorless guy who makes all creatures of a certain type cost 1 less.
Okay.
I can't remember his name, but he's a really good card, but I don't remember how much he costs.
And he's all colors, you said?
No, he's colorless.
Colorless, okay.
So he goes in like any deck, but he's like good for Eldrazi.
Cool.
Yeah. This is why I like the Modern Horizons.
Glad he's on an upward trajectory. At least, sorry to hear. Had rough days lately. Yeah, no, I appreciate that, man. How have you been? What have you been up to?
Too expensive.
Okay.
Here's a Kithkin.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't sort any of my pack. I'll have to sort it later.
Where'd you put them?
I put them right there, yeah.
Right there.
The blue.
Yeah,
there
I
you go.
don't know why I'm struggling. So search for basic land, put it on the battlefield. Then if you control... that's not really that good. I don't really want a creature on my ramp.
Okay.
I'd rather my ramp be cheap and give me land. Most of this stuff... Oh, here's a shapeshifter.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I think shapeshifters are all colors in this. Yeah, here's another shapeshifter.
Chitinous grappling.
These are not that good. They're too expensive for doing not that much. Spells you cast of the chosen type cost 1 less.
I saw a guy on YouTube who actually made an interesting point about these Lorwyn cards. He said when you open up a pack, you have basically 3 good cards in the pack, and then a bunch of cards you'd never use. There's cool mechanics and stuff that they're doing, but like the common cards are so far under the mythic cards.
Yeah.
You know,
pretty
it's like,
much.
yeah.
There's this guy, there's this 7/7 who enters, I think, with 6 -1/-1 counters on him. And he, every time you do something, you remove one. I don't remember. But he's, I think, one of the more expensive cards in the set. Blight, make goblins. 2 -1/-1 counters on it. Death touch. When this creature enters, you gain life equal to the number of colors among permanents you control.
Oh, yeah, we saw that guy. Yeah.
No.
Well, no, but he's an elemental. So he's the one who heals you for 10.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we saw him. We saw him in the elemental deck. Yeah.
He's only good situationally. He's not good on his own.
That's
he's
fair.
Too expensive.
Okay.
Paying 4 for a 2/3. 4 for a 2/3 with death touch and healing 5. That's actually good. Never mind. He's
Okay.
good. All creatures have haste. I don't like that. Whenever a player taps a basic land for mana, that player adds 1 mana of any. What is this group hug garbage?
Wait. Let me see. Hold
I
on.
hate that guy.
I like group hug stuff. Hang on. All creatures have haste. Whenever a player taps a basic land for mana, that player adds 1 mana of any type to the land. That's cool, man. I like those
No,
cards.
that's a group hug. That's just only like that's more of a benefit for your opponents. Than
I do
you.
want to make a group hug deck.
Well, the reason why that's like more of a benefit for your opponents is because you have 3 opponents, and yeah, that's
I get it. No, I still like making group hug decks,
I
man.
don't like that.
They're
'Cause
fun.
That one's not even.
I know you don't want to help your
Well,
friends.
It's not like you bargain with that either. Like
I get
they're
it.
less likely to attack you, but they'll target your other stuff. They just need to leave that thing alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
Okay.
even you bargain with that.
All right. Wait. What's the special card? Was that the special card?
That
was
was
okay.
the
All right.
legendary. I
All right.
don't
Cool.
like that card.
All right. My turn.
Wait, what's
What?
this one? When this equipment enters, attach it to target creature you control. That creature gains Wither until end of turn. Equipped
Okay.
creature gets +1/+2.
Oops. All right. All right. Merfolk Wizard. Let's see. Liminal Hold Enchantment. Dawn's Light Archer, Flash and Reach. Burning Curiosity, Sorcery. Scarblade's Malice, Instant. Bosom Bind. Gravelgill Scoundrel.
Ooh, I'm seeing
hold
an
on.
interesting card right up ahead.
Yeah, Merrow's Sky Swimmer.
He's a
Yeah,
common.
Merfolk. Yeah, okay.
That one's
All right, there we go.
There's a
Thought Weft Lieutenant. That guy's cool.
I'm guessing he's a
Whenever this creature or another Kithkin you control enters, target creature you control gets +1/+1 gains trample until the end of turn. Wow. So you just start like dogpiling guys in.
He's 40 cents.
Okay, he's cool art.
I like his art a lot.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's see. Boggart Curse Crafter. Death Touch. Whenever another goblin you control dies, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. That guy's actually...
Oh, for blight, because you
Yeah,
blight
yeah.
your creatures to
Uh-huh.
death.
Yeah, set that one with that... over here.
No, over
I
here is the
have-
cards you're
that's one
using.
specifically for her deck. Enchanted Land. As this aura enters, choose a color. Enchanted Land. Let's see. Chosen
the
color.
chosen
Okay,
color.
whenever Enchanted Land is tapped for mana, its controller adds an additional 1 mana of the chosen color. Okay.
That's
Yeah,
decent.
it's fine. Bloodline Bidding. Convoke.
Okay.
Choose a creature type. Return all creature cards of the chosen type from your graveyard to the battlefield.
That
That's
is really good.
yeah, that's really that's really crazy. Okay,
Oh, and you
Yeah.
do that after you
Yep.
blight your creatures to death.
you blight everything and then bring it all back. Yeah.
Or you.
Let's see.
Oh,
Convoke.
wait. I guess that'd
Let me finish reading the last card. Convoke, enchant creature. When this aura enters, draw a card. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and it has flying. That's really expensive for +2/+2 flying and draw a
It's
card.
Convoke. So
Oh, Convoke. Yeah, never mind. That's not bad.
I don't like
Okay,
Convoke though.
I do. I like making
That was it.
making chumpy decks. Okay.
I guess this one would be
Mm-hmm.
the board return
Yeah.
would be interesting if you like had a bunch of creatures at 1 and you had like an instant in your hand that blighted. So then you tap the creatures who are really small, who are at 1 to convoke the card. Then you kill them all, then bring them back at full.
Yeah, I get. Yeah.
That would be an interesting card. I like this one. I think this one's actually pretty good.
Hold on, let's see. Hold on. Been good. Got to introduce my younger roommate to the very first FPS experience with Halo 2. Otherwise, I'm polishing up 3 scripts for YouTube that are really cool. Halo 2 is excellent, but I blame it for ruining LAN parties. It was the game that ruined all LAN parties, but it is a good game. Let's see. How humanity learned empathy from the campfires to constellations. Oh, these are your videos. Okay. How we've been retelling Star Wars for thousands of years, and how artistic wait, hold on. I do not like the new system of chat. They go away, and I don't want them to. I have to figure out how to make that stop. How artistic expression is inherently aspirational across humanity. Interesting. Let's see. How I made empathy from campfires and constellations. That's, yeah, I can kind of get a sense of what that video would be. The retelling Star Wars for thousands of years. When you finish that, make sure you post that in our Discord, because I'd like to whatever, watch that, listen to that, hear what you have to say about that. That's interesting. I mean, of course, post all three. Yeah, that's cool, man. I'm glad you're getting some work done on some videos. All right, let's open up the best packs according to you.
Oh, it opens so smoothly.
You're just ecstatic about how the plastic wrap comes off.
Devoid. Okay, draw 3 cards and create a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature token. With sacrifice this creature, add 1. That is really good. 2 for 3 cards, essentially.
So it costs 5. Devoid. This card has no color. Okay. Draw 3 cards and create 0/1 colorless Eldrazi creature token. With sacrifice creature, add. Wow.
That's really good. Because also Eldrazi have a lot of stuff that make their cards
They want to interact with Eldrazi?
No, they make cards cheaper.
Oh.
And they also have some that I think whenever you produce a colorless mana, produce an extra kind,
Okay.
an extra one.
Okay.
So you could essentially be gaining a mana from this card. This one is really good. Let's go over there.
All right.
Not going with those chump cards over there.
Okay. All right. Malevolent Rumble.
Reveal the top 4 cards of your library. You may put a permanent card from among them into your hand. Put the rest into your graveyard. We're getting a lot of Eldrazi cards. Make another Eldrazi one.
Okay.
When he enters, each player sacrifices a non-token creature. That's also pretty good. Like, these common cards are better than the legendaries from the
No,
other ones.
I get it. I get it. They definitely scaled down commons in Lorwyn.
Yeah.
Okay. It does make it more interesting to play draft, though.
I guess.
So, like,
But
playing
also,
draft,
it
having...
also makes it so you have to buy more packs to get the good cards. Like, these ones, you could totally make a whole deck out of these, and they'd probably destroy any deck you made
From Lorwyn?
From Lorwyn.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Common only
No.
Horizons.
Common only Modern Horizons versus Lorwyn best of.
Yeah.
Right? That'd be cool. Like Lorwyn decked out $3,000 deck versus Modern Horizon $10 deck. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. What else you got?
Expel the unworthy. Choose target creature with mana value 3 or less. If this spell was kicked, instead choose target creature. Exile the chosen creature, then its controller gains life equal to its mana value. I'm not a big fan of this one. That one's okay.
That gets put with the regular cards? Okay.
Yeah.
I think we saw the Skyclaw guy. He's an energy dude. Okay.
When he enters, you get 3 energy.
Yeah.
When he attacks, you can pay 3 energy if you do plus one counter.
Yeah.
Not that good. But I guess maybe for an energy deck,
Okay.
pretty good. Obstinate Gargoyle has flying as long as it's modified. Persist when this creature dies if it had an... Oh, okay, see, this guy's like a chump blocker.
Okay.
Once without flying, once with flying.
Okay, all right.
He's a little expensive, but he's okay. Oh, here's an Eldrazi. So many Eldrazi's.
Yeah.
Devoid Menace. When you sacrifice a non-token permanent, create an Eldrazi spawn creature token.
Okay.
You sacrifice a non-token permanent. So I don't know if Eldrazi have a lot of sacrifice other than these little 0/1s. That
Okay.
give you mana.
Yeah, that are tokens, yeah.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
it says non-token.
Yeah, I know, but the rest of them
Yeah.
are all tokens, so it wouldn't work. Yeah,
Exactly,
okay.
When you cast a creature spell with power 5 or greater, discover X, where X is that spell's mana value. That's an Eldrazi card, definitely.
Okay.
That's really good. As this saga enters, and after your draw step. Why am I reading the?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
The saga part.
Yeah.
Exile target creature. An opponent controls a power 3 or greater.
Okay. Phase
Create
2.
2/1 cat warrior token creature.
Yeah. Vigilance.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Not that good.
Oh, another Eldrazi.
Eldrazi. Devoid. When you cast a spell, if colorless was spent to cast it, create. Oh, that's also really. No,
It's
not a big
7 with green. Okay. Yeah.
He essentially costs like he's probably gonna cost you like 5 because Eldrazi have a lot of stuff that decrease the cost, but he's not game changing or anything.
All right.
No, like what's it? The one
You want like Annihilation when you're making Eldrazi, right? Yeah. Okay. All right.
Annihilator.
Yeah. You want Annihilator 4, and then people just delete their whole decks. Yeah. I got it. Keep going.
Kicker 1.
Are we into the good cards now?
This is the good card.
This is the good card? Well, what
Yeah.
the heck is this?
So
it's an instant?
Can't cast spells this turn if it was a. It's
like an
silence.
interrupt.
No, it's silence.
Oh, wait, hold on. Target player can't cast spells this turn. If this spell is kicked, creatures can't attack this turn. That's
Ooh. It's not as
for
good as silence because silence
2?
is your opponents can't cast spells this.
But you
turn.
could have silence and this in a deck.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I like that one.
Okay.
It's good. Another Eldrazi. Okay, when you cast this spell, exile up to 1 target non-creature, non-land permanent an opponent controls with mana value 4 or less. If you do, he gains whenever this creature leaves the battlefield, target opponent draws a card. That's
a lot of
actually
text
pretty
I
good.
toned out there for a second.
So-
Hang on.
So what he does is he exiles a creature with
Yeah.
mana value 4 or less
Okay.
from your opponents.
Either
and
distance
then-
gains when this creature leaves the battlefield, target opponent draws a card. Okay,
So
all right.
You exile the
Okay.
creature and then they draw a card. Or
All right.
no, someone else draws a card, I think.
The person that when this guy dies, the person whose creature got exiled gets to draw a card.
No, you get
No?
to choose the opponent who draws the card.
Oh, okay, all right,
Yeah.
all right.
Living weapon. Okay, so when you play it, it automatically attaches to a creature. It's like the
I got
job
it.
select
Yeah,
from
okay.
Final Fantasy.
Okay,
Equipped creature gets
plus one has flying. Okay.
It's essentially
So it
it's-
creates a token, or it just puts it onto someone.
it creates a token.
I see. Okay, so it is like job select. Okay, wow.
It's job select, except you create a 0/0 with a +1 because it's attached from that equipment, but job select makes a 1/1.
You're just opening the next pack too. Okay.
Here, show how smooth it is to open.
You're gonna hold this.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I don't really have trouble with most of the packs.
I don't have trouble with them.
Alright.
They're just so much worse.
All right, let's see.
There we go.
You don't hold cameras very well. All right. Jolted Awake. Let's see. Smeltering Charbug. Demon Inferior. Basking Brood Scale. That's another Eldrazi.
Yeah.
That's right. We were reading most of these because they're all pretty good. Smelter gets enters the battle to get energy.
Yeah, both of those
Attacks,
first two
okay.
cards are energy.
This spell costs 1 less for each card you've drawn this turn. Okay, non-land opponent back into the library. Okay, whenever one or more 1/1 counters are put on Basking Brood Scale, you may create a 0/1 colorless
Ooh.
Eldrazi spawn creature with
I
sacrifice.
like
yeah.
that, but I don't think
Yeah.
Eldrazi put a lot of tokens on them.
Okay. Death Touch. Each opponent loses 2 life. You gain 2 life. This ability costs 4 less to activate if you've drawn 3 or more cards this turn. Interesting. Okay. This is probably an Eldrazi land. Sacrifice the Twisted Landscape. Search your library for a basic Swamp Mountain Forest card to put on the battlefield tapped. You can cycle it for 3. Another Eldrazi drone.
that guy's good.
Devoid. When you cast this spell, create 2 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature tokens with add mana. Whenever you sacrifice another Eldrazi, put a +1/+1 counter on this
Ooh,
guy.
That's really
Okay,
good.
I'm just going to stick all these with your Eldrazi deck. Eldrazi Goblin. When you cast this spell, create 3 1/1 colorless Eldrazi creature tokens. You can pay 2 to sacrifice an Eldrazi. He deals 2 damage to any target. Okay. Charitable Levy. Non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast. Interesting. Whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, put a collection counter on Charitable Levy. Then if there are 3 or more collection counters on it, sacrifice it. If you do, draw a card. Then you may search your library for a Plains card, put it on the battlefield, tapped, and shuffle. That is a lot of stuff that card is doing.
That's pretty good
Yeah, all
for
right.
a creature heavy deck.
Menace. When Grim Servant enters the battlefield, search your library for a card with mana value less than or equal your devotion to black. Reveal it and put it into your hand and shuffle. You lose 3 life. Okay. Ral the Implicit Maze. Ral the Implicit Maze deals 2 damage to each creature and planeswalker your opponent's control. You may discard a card. If you do, exile the top 2 cards of your library, and you can play them later. Create the Spell Gorge Weird token. Okay, there's a new type of red token. Red's always making weird tokens. Mercenaries, soldiers. Whenever a token you control leaves the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. That's crazy. Do we have that in Land and Squirrel deck?
Yeah.
Okay, that guy. Okay, so that is a totally baller dude.
Unfortunately,
to put with all these crappy tokens.
That guy's only like 50 cents though.
I don't care, dude.
He's good.
That guy's awesome, man. All right, pay 1 life, sacrifice another creature, create a treasure token. It is an artifact with okay, all right. Scurrius Sentry. I'm saying that wrong. Whenever he enters the battlefield or attacks, he connives. Okay. All right. We got 1 left, and then I know Argus is, if he's still here, he's probably chomping at the bit to talk about TTRPGs because that's what he likes doing the most.
You can get 1 more because you only opened 4 packs. This will be my 5th.
It's okay. It's okay. I will pause on opening Magic cards for now.
So smooth. There we go. Kicker 3, choose target creature with mana value 3 or less. If this spell is kicked, instead choose target creature. Okay. We did we see this one? I think we might have.
I don't think so.
Well, we've seen.
I don't recall that one. Maybe in one of the old packs we opened.
Maybe.
Oh, that's crazy looking.
Yeah.
What the heck? That art is cool. I will open my roulette envelopes. Don't pretend you wouldn't like to open roulette envelopes, Argus.
Exile the top 3 cards of your library. You may play those cards this turn. At the beginning of your end step, if any of those cards remain exiled, put them into your graveyard, then create an Eldrazi guy.
Oh my gosh, that is so much text on a card.
I don't think it's that good.
Yeah, okay.
Here's a
Unfathomable
Eldrazi
Truths.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we got that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, we got this one.
Malevolent Rumble. When I saw Drossclaw, in my head said Bonesaw. Bonesaw's ready.
That part is pretty good. Whenever equipped creature attacks, each opponent loses 1 life. But
Is that good?
That's
one. It's 4 damage per turn on 1 creature. I mean, that seems average. Plus 1/1.
It's good because you can't block it, but it's not like really good.
I guess you'd put it on one of those decks that's constantly looking for opponents to be damaged.
Or has like 3 attack phases.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Because that would be like 12 damage per turn.
It is a. Wait, let me see. Is it a human spider?
Or 9.
Yeah, it is like a human spider. That's kind of crazy, huh?
Oh, and it's a hand.
Yeah, it's a
spider.
Yeah.
It's an Eldrazi thing.
Okay. Obstinate Gargoyle.
We just got him.
Okay.
Earlier.
Twisted. Yeah, we got that land. Yeah. Solar Transformer.
You get energy card.
Okay.
Search your library for a card, exile it face down, then shuffle. Turn the exiled card face up. If it's a creature card, you lose life equal to its mana value. You put the exiled card onto the battlefield. If it's a creature card, if you don't put it onto the battlefield, put it into its owner's hand.
I wasn't listening because Argus quoted Bonesaw. Got you for 3 minutes of playtime. Bonesaw's ready.
Okay, this card, it takes you 3 turns to get a card onto the battlefield or in your hand. It's like a bad tutor.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right, hold on. Oh, okay. Okay. It's the line. That's not my name. It's the human spider. Okay, that's right. I'm the human spider.
Okay, so creature tokens you control have evolved. That Eldrazi aren't trying to keep these stupid little tokens.
Yeah. Okay. They just want to annihilate all your crap. Yeah.
They use them as a ramp.
Cool elf.
They're not trying to keep those.
Mine. Hold on. When Disciple of Pharaoh enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, gain X life, then draw X cards where X is that creature's power. That's crazy. She's got a flip side? Oh, okay, so how do these work?
You can choose which side you want to play it.
So you draw it
They're called,
in your hand.
I think they're called modal dual face
Wow.
lands.
Garden Frizz enters the battlefield. You may pay 3 life. If you don't, it enters the battlefield tapped. So you play it down, and then later for 6, you can flip it over?
No.
No.
You choose which one you want.
But why does it show that on the other side? Does that look like it's something?
No, it's just telling you that on the other side there's another card.
Yeah, I know that, but usually when it has that symbol, it means you can pay that to flip it.
No.
Okay.
You just choose
Still
do you
cool.
want a land or a creature.
Going to my elf deck.
If one or more counters would be put on a creature you control, twice that many are put on it for 3.
It is actually pretty good, yeah.
That's really
I'll
good.
take that. Oh, on a creature I control. Okay.
Does that
All right.
say creature?
I was gonna say I thought maybe I could use it for the Blight Witch to put double.
This is +1/+1 counters. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Yeah. Okay.
Energy, pay X energy. Wait, pay X.
Pay X.
and
Sacrifice a creature.
Oh, pay X energy.
Yes.
Sacrifice a creature. Return it to its owner's hand. Return target creature with mana value X from your graveyard to the battlefield.
Okay. And then a door. Expanding ooze.
Yeah, so whenever expanding ooze attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target modified creature you control.
It's a cool looking card.
It's not that good.
No, the art. Like the door and like that
And
weird
it's
gelatinous
a-
thing. That's cool looking.
It's a foil card that's not blurry like Lorwyn for some reason.
Yeah. We've got 2 of those so far.
No, I think they're all like that in Lorwyn.
You think all the Lorwyn foil ones are blurry?
Yeah.
That's kind of a scam, man.
I know it is.
All right, Argus, what are we talking about? We want to talk tabletop RPG stuff. We're all done with our Magic the Gathering crack. Wait. Hold on. Well, TSL Frontman and Argus, and, obviously whoever else is watching here, I'll show you the other stuff I made. So we got all this area cleaned up, cleared out a bunch of stuff that was under here because it was getting pretty packed. You hate talking about TTRPGs. You're a stupid man. All right. Then we have Barkley and Chloe, their little hangout spot. So when I'm over here making miniatures or terrain, they pretty much just hang out down here. Yes, I was a good boy. So, anyways, got most of this stuff all cleared up, but I also cleared out some stuff in the living room area here, and I put a new shelf up. All right, they're like little dioramas. I figured it'd be a way for me to kind of, continue what I liked doing from the Lego town, where these are just preliminary. I will make them look better, but the point of it is to have like a little display of some of the terrain so that Riker sees it out more, and maybe if he sees it out more, he'll be more interested in engaging with it. I don't know. It's a hope. Otherwise, it does give me a place to actually store this stuff, not effectively, but it's a little bit. It's pretty. It's like decoration, I guess. Anyways, I like it. So I made these 2 things here and lit these shelves up and have a place to store a bunch of our terrain. Because things were getting filled up with all this foam stuff I've been making. It's just, man, this stuff is bulky. These terrain boards take up a lot of room. All right, so tabletop RPGs, Argus, let's go. All right, I've been working on my game a little. I think I'm shifting away from classes to stupid chat, stop disappearing, to allegiances. You can be a mercenary consultant just for money. I like allegiances. That adds variability to the gameplay. That gives me the option of shifting my allegiances. Let me read what the rest of what you said was, or a permanent agent for more life path type benefits, ships, skills, training, more powerful abilities. Yeah. So there's a few video games that I like that really do that type of thing, and something kind of basic that you find in like Final Fantasy Tactics even, is a mechanic where you take your thief and you have the ability to kind of turn them into a ninja for a while. And they're going to carry with them some of what they've learned from a thief, and then they're going to pick up some skills as a ninja. And then once they have those few skills as a ninja, they can jump to another like life path. And by the end of it, you have a character who has like a bunch of cool abilities that kind of combine together. And I like video games that do that. I don't know if I've actually played a tabletop RPG that does that. In fact, I'm trying to think of one. Do you guys know of any tabletop RPGs that make its characters build that way? Like, all right, in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, you can make a character jump from, you know, rogue to warrior, like kind of do a multi-class thing. I think you can even do a muddied character that can be a little bit of every class. And I did see some interactions you can get between like warlocks and paladins, thieves and rogues and sorcerers. They even have their own like unique builds that are similar to each of those things. But there's not that many things I saw in 5th edition that actually allowed you to use your skills from those classes with each other. I think Warlock Paladin was one of them. I could be wrong. Maybe I just didn't play 5th edition long enough to actually get into it. And to be fair, I also never really played the game. I DM'd it. So yeah, Argus, you're gonna have to let me know how that goes. Ugh. I'm interested to follow your progress on it, man. So annoying. Stop. Okay, so
This card's $3.
cool. It used to be that it just held the chat up and I could look at it. The party starts with only who they are and some basic feats and equipment. Have the factions and even their reward structure player facing. Okay, players can pick. We should seek out a bounty from the guild. Okay. Let's see. For D&D, for 5th edition D&D to share abilities, you want to use prestige classes. That makes sense. Are prestige classes in the basic mechanics for the game, or is that something that comes in one of the compendiums? I don't remember seeing prestige classes in the 5th edition book or Tasha's Cauldron or Xanathar. So either I missed it. I actually thought prestige classes were gone from the game. The last place I remember seeing them was in 3.5, because I don't remember 4 having them. But okay, yeah, which book do the prestige classes come from? Because that would be one of the things I would say is kind of a hang up. If I'm jumping around with the different classes or professions or whatever in the game, and it's not going to serve me as a player, like in some mechanical way, I don't know, it's kind of like, what's the point? But I guess that also depends on if I'm making those choices narratively or if I'm making them mechanically. And I think most of the time I've interacted with Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, I'm just thinking about it mechanically. You know, like I would do this and then that, and then at 5th level I would pick this thing. And, you know, where that's not really a character anymore. That's kind of a war game piece. The whole campaign can basically be player driven. We just got a sweet railgun on our ship so we could take an escort job from the merchants, or even if none of them belong to the merchants, right? So for example, you get that sweet railgun for your ship, and one of the players could say, I'm going to take some time at the engineering corps to learn basic mechanics and engineering, and I'm going to become the ship's railgun expert or whatever, or engineer so I can use the railgun. Or whatever, but like something like that. Is that what you mean, Argus? I'm just getting into the weeds a bit, designing my team for Warcrow. I'm nervous because he's gonna lose. he's right. I am nervous that I'm gonna lose. Well, I'm excited to play all my elves, and right now having to try and like weed some of them down, like narrow them down to the proper number of points, that's hard. And then the second thing is it's going to be somewhat complicated. This might be the most complex team I've ever played.
Kill team is probably more complicated.
Kill team has more phases, but I'm already aware of the fact that, okay, I'm going to have these protectors of the forest, right? And I'm going to be attaching the Saiyanin captain to the protectors of the forest. And this one says, once per round at the end of your activation, another allied unit within 10 strides performs a move action. So you get to move another troop. There's just a lot of things to pay attention to on each card, and choosing one thing or another. Like, I'm probably just going to have to give myself a timer. You know, like I get 1 minute to make my choice when my turn starts. Let's see. Then somebody could decide they want to belong to the merchants, so they can become part of. Hold on, they can become part of that convoy that they're escorting with valuable freight aboard the party ship. All right, I got to try and fix this because it is quite maddening to have to bring this thing up every time. All right, if I hit some button that accidentally cancels my or closes out the stream, I'm really sorry. I'm hide. Oh, is this what it is? Okay, hide chat messages. Don't. Okay, show chat. I don't want to learn more. I just want you to show it now. This might be something that just on widescreen for some reason it's not doing. I usually stream this way vertically. That's really annoying. All right. So Argus, I would like to look at one of your class structures, like just for one of these factions or one of these groups that you can kind of connect yourself with, whether they're like, I don't know, job placements or something, bounty hunter. Anyways, I'd like to look at one of these things to get an idea of what a player would be thinking of, because I'm thinking both in terms of mechanics, but maybe you mean it more in terms of narrative. And honestly, I find both interesting. I'd be interested in looking at what you're doing with that to kind of flesh out those professions. What are you calling them, by the way? Well, you said it earlier when you wrote something down here. Let's see, life path. It was right before that one. Allegiances. Okay, yeah, I'm never gonna remember that, man. You gotta stop making up new words. That's not okay. Doing the job, being a merchant's help that character advance in their allegiance with the merchants. Advancement with an employer depends on work alone. Sorry, work done, not XP. Oh, interesting. So, you know, that's actually, I kind of prefer that. Like, hey, if you do this job plus these other 5 jobs or whatever, we're going to advance you. Yeah, it's a little more story-based at that point. I don't mind XP systems, but I think an advancement that's narrative is actually interesting. That's one of the things I really like about the Divine Comedy in like the life path building. The way that it all works out very narratively. Let me see, hold on, let's see. Sorry, I was thinking of 3rd edition D&D and Pathfinder when it comes to prestige classes. Okay, 5e doesn't have official ones. Yeah, that's okay. I was like, you must be in one of those compendiums I haven't seen. What?
Hand me the sleeves.
Hand you the sleeves. Yes.
I'm gonna make a deck with this weird tiny bones guy.
You're gonna make a tiny bones deck, really?
This guy is
let me
so
see.
cool.
Let me see him again.
Wait, here. I gotta give him that sleeve. He's $9.
Hold on. He's $9. Okay, Death Touch. Whenever Tiny Bones the Pickpocket deals combat damage to a player, you may cast target non-land permanent from that player's graveyard, and mana of any type can be spent to cast that spell. So he's resurrecting their old cards.
Yeah, he's weird.
Interesting. Yeah, he is weird. You'd want to be killing a bunch of this. Yeah, Tiny Bones.
Tiny Bones.
He's awesome. Yeah, he's cool. See, kind of like the Thieves Guild in Oblivion. Yeah, I remember that well enough. Let me think. Oh yeah, that's the one that's like literally underground. I get Skyrim and Oblivion mixed up in my brain all the time, and I'm like, oh, is that the one that's very far south of the map, near that city that starts with an S? But no, that's in Skyrim. Oblivion is not Morag Tong. See, I've played all the games, and I kind of mix them all up in my head. What time is it?
8:15.
8:15. Okay, we are going to get ready to watch some Expanse with Riker, and we're probably going to play some video games.
That railgun thing Argus was talking about was stolen from Expanse.
That railgun idea is stolen from Expanse?
Yeah,
okay.
they just got the railgun.
It's true. We are on that season. No spoilers. Steal this much worth of stuff, then you rank up, then you get the next big quest. Okay, that's cool. I like that in a okay. When I'm dealing with manuals for games, I'm often trying to have the game teach me how to play it by helping me to remember which rules and which phases go at which times and all that stuff, right? But encountering tabletop RPGs, I almost prefer to interact with the loosey-goosey stuff. Not the Wildsea thing, and I know people can critique. I didn't play Wildsea the right way, so let's just say my opinion about Wildsea doesn't count that much. That's fine. I still am not that into the type of games where we're all just going to make stuff up. But I do like it when a game says it's a mechanical thing. A character gets hit and they are frightened. I almost prefer in a tabletop RPG to leave that narrative, because the mechanical nature of frightened, you run 15 feet away from the enemy, is actually worse for the game.
It also doesn't make that much sense. Just
Well-
because I'm scared doesn't mean I run for my life.
Yeah, but that's usually what a game will do. You can only take one action. You can only use your bonus action because you have a frightened state, whatever. The game does something that tries to punish you for taking on the frightened state. And I would prefer to have that be narrative in a TTRPG than something mechanical like you would have in a war game. Same thing with any of those kind of conditions you could take, like blinded, petrified, like any of those things. I'd prefer to have it just be, now act it out, dude. You're
Yeah.
petrified. You're right. You go. You know what? I'm gonna roll, but I'm gonna roll with disadvantage because I'm petrified. Let the player decide.
Where the heck are this?
That's what I
chat?
told
How do
you.
I
It's
find
really
it?
annoying. It keeps putting it away. Do you
Wait,
remember
some-
that class? Oh, hold on.
Someone asked something else.
Oh, sorry. Okay, all right. TSL Frontman. I gotta say, I love some of the weirdo art for Magic the Gathering cards lately. To be a crotchety old, to be a crotchety old man. Back in my day, you were lucky. You were lucky if your promo card was both pretty and worth using. That's so true. He's not lying. No, you'd get like a shiny, beautiful card. It's like, well, this is crap. I've never used this.
Yeah.
He's right.
Well, no,
and so it was
so those
Yeah.
cards Robert had, like,
Oh my goodness.
so many of
Yeah.
them were just like, those are
no.
unusable.
So his uncle Robert had a bunch of cards from like 90. No. 2000.
No, they're the 90s.
Okay, they were late 90s or something, and it
Yeah.
was a series of Magic where we're going through them and just looking at the cards.
Some of them
They're
are
so bad.
No, some of them are really good.
Like three cards were pretty good.
There's one card that's called Hero, which is still reprinted today.
Bishop, I
That's-
went through
that's good.
300 cards myself, and I didn't see a single card that I would ever put in any deck ever. The
Hero,
only way I would
no,
ever
Hero,
play with
Hero.
any of those cards
No, there was
is if
Hero,
we were
I
limited
promise.
to playing with those
I
cards.
promise there was Hero.
Okay, okay.
That card's good.
Fine, it was
the
one
only
card.
good card.
No, he's totally right though. That's so funny. Okay, hold on. Do you remember the class I wrote for Stars Without Number? No, you're gonna have to show it to me again. Hold on, I'm trying to think. Class you wrote. I'm guessing this is one of your players was playing as. Was this the one that Rebecca was playing as? Yeah, okay, you're gonna have to show it to me again because I don't remember. All right. Yes, we're going to. So, I don't know if you're watching this video and you're still here.
He said nobody played it.
Oh, nobody played it. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see. I think you said you wanted a classless system. Could possibly look into GURPS. Pretty much everything is skill based, and you use points to get skills. Haven't looked into GURPS in years though. So far, I've really liked the. Oh my goodness, my mind just went blank on table. We're talking about tabletop RPGs. There's a system I've been. Call of Cthulhu. Okay, sorry. The Call of Cthulhu, and I'm really liking the D100 systems. I'm serious. I did not think I would like D100 systems. And in fact, all the people who were talking about playing D10 Werewolf back in like the 2004, when I was playing 3rd edition and 3.5, they were talking about Werewolf. And I was like, you roll 10-sided dice for your to hit? That's weird. And even recently I had that thought. But now that we've played in the Divine Comedy for over a year, I love 100-sided dice systems, especially skill-based 100-sided dice. Like, I mean, so I would mostly be looking for classless systems in D100, like D100 base, which from what I understand, Warhammer Fantasy and the Warhammer Maledictum, both of those are as well, and Call of Cthulhu. So whenever we're done playing the Divine Comedy, if we want to take a break or something.
Which isn't happening.
Okay, so go ahead, say it.
Well, it's not going to happen because, like, we're having a good time in the Divine
True.
Comedy.
It's true. He doesn't like learning new games.
I don't.
He does not like learning new games. It's not his favorite thing to do. He fought me for months about playing Magic the Gathering. He was like, I'm not going to play Magic the Gathering. What'd you say?
I'm not a big fan of card games.
Yes, that's exactly what he said. He said, I'm not a big fan of card games. And I was like, dude, when you figure out that you like card games, oh man, it's going to be so cool. I've been trying to get him to play this game for months as well. He still is insisting on not reading the lore. He is not interested in any way to know about his faction at all. Like, he doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm pouring into this book and like, okay, this is my absolute favorite character in this game. I like this character in the way that I like Luke Skywalker. I'm not kidding. Oh, wrong. Hold on. Oh, I have the Spanish side up? No, I have the right side. There we go. Eileen Kether Wynn. It has like a little lore section in the book about all the characters and about all their like classes. You know, so you have like a druid, and here's like the druid, but there's like a whole section in the book explaining how the druids work and how their magic works and what they do. And then you have the mechanical card, right? And what's cool is seeing how the lore matches up. So they had this one demon on his faction called the Perfect One or whatever, right? And it's this weird character inside of this cocoon pod. And the lore for this character is she's so beautiful, people can't attack her. And the mechanics for that character card are sometimes when people see her, they kill themselves and each other. That's on the character card. Like, that's how she plays. She puts out an aura, she casts a spell on people when she looks at them, and they hit themselves and maybe someone else too. It's pretty crazy, like seeing how they do it with the lore. Hang on, I got sidetracked for Magic. He doesn't like learning new games. So now that we're playing the Divine Comedy, I'm probably locked in on Divine Comedy for a while. But
the next 7 years.
He would be able to learn Call of Cthulhu like that, because Divine Comedy and Call of Cthulhu are not that different. There's some differences, but it's not that different. It'd be really easy to adopt. I missed a bunch of comments. Let's see. What do we? Good evening. What's the topic? Yeah, okay, I got that. Okay, I think you said you want classes. Okay, I got that. Okay, I did.
Someone said good evening. What's
yeah,
the topic?
that was Merlin's.
No,
yeah, I did say what the topic. I said we were talking about TTRPGs.
Oh, we were also opening Magic cards.
Yeah, also opening Magic cards and looking at the upgraded gaming area. Let's see, the power creep has hit the roof now. I've seen so many 2 to 3 cost uncommons that could single-handedly win a draft. You're funny too. 2 cards and it's like the game's over.
Oh my god. Like
oh my gosh, it was ridiculous. He won us with one of these things. It was like, oh, okay, so
1 billion damage.
He literally did 1 billion damage to us, and we were like, all right, the game's over. Without an answer to counter. Yeah, there was nothing to counter this. When I read the D100 system, let's see, when I read the D100 system and want to try it, but I haven't played it yet, man, it is, okay, so here's the thing I didn't really understand about it when we first started playing it, right? Because when I was looking at it, I was like, I don't understand why you would do that. Like, why would you play in a D100 system instead of just a D20 system like whatever, Shadow Dark and D&D? Yeah, it didn't make any sense until I started playing it, and I realized the major difference in gameplay style is like the way the power creeps in. You don't have players going from level 5 to level 6 and then jumping to 7 sometime later. And like there's not these big power gaps between your players, right? Because a level 5 to level 6 player is different, and you have to adjust for a lot of stuff if you're managing your worlds. Like if you're trying to, like, let's say, have some balance or not have some balance in the game, it's hard to balance with players jumping gaps like that. Now, in the D100 system, over time, I have actually learned to stop trying to balance the game that way and to stop thinking of the game in terms of like my level 6 party of 4 players can handle this experience level worth of monsters. And so I've kind of gotten out of that thinking. But the main thing I've noticed is players will have these gradual increases in ability that's very slow. But the other really interesting thing is, like, at least in the Divine Comedy, you can actually see the narrative way their character is changing in real time. Like the moment one of the players says that they're going to buy the learned feat, and they're going to start trying to be able to read and write in the game, that is like a fundamental change in what a character is about to start doing. Because they might get into higher education, you know, where they could take the what's the doctoring one?
Doctoral proclivity.
Doctoral proclivity, right? So they can actually start suturing wounds and that type of stuff. They might go a different path where they go into like some sort of lore specialist, like they're trying to figure out the secrets of the world, and they want to be able to understand texts, or, you know. So there's all sorts of different things that you'll see change in real time. But it's also very granular. Like it doesn't have that big swingy thing that a lot of other TTRPGs have that are on D20 systems. I had a really hard time trying to balance games for players in Dragonbane, in Shadowdark, and in D&D 5th edition, both ways. I would design an encounter, and in my mind, I'm like, this is a reasonably dangerous encounter based on the story, and also, I'm pretty sure it's not going to one-shot the players who are on the Waterdeep Dragon Heist Railroad, right? Like, these are the dragons at the end. You know what? If I put this one dragon in, this guy's going to do 200 damage to it in the first hit. That's a dead dragon. That is literally what he did in that fight. And so I put 2 dragons in, but I was like, you know what? The problem is Robert's character on the second dragon is going to use that little toxic prison that holds him in like perpetual state of hitting himself. And I'm like, that's 2 dead dragons. I have to put a 3rd dragon in there. And that's why I put 3 dragons in that thing, because, well, we might have just blanked out for a while. Yeah, Wi-Fi's being garbage. Oh, okay. Okay, I got distracted on TSL Frontman's comment. Hang on. Let me catch back up.
Wait, keep going.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I went the wrong way.
No, you're going the wrong way.
Oh, I saw there's more chat in here.
Yeah, there's that. You already went past that one.
Okay, there. Got it. Power
Next one,
creep.
they want you to make a video on D100s.
Okay, would you make a video about D100 systems or mechanics, etc., ways to use D100 in general? Wow. Man, that's a really good thought. So here's one of the other things that I really, really enjoyed in the Divine Comedy. I can make a ridiculously difficult bad guy, okay? And because of the way the game has fast, swingy combat, and because of the way everyone's hit points are always kind of low, but it's not Shadowdark, it's just the way the D100 system works. It's really hard to explain what it is about that makes it work so well. Because you guys have fought things that you were outmatched at, and just based on a few miss hits, the whole combat went south with Bedrella. But then you've also had that swingy state the other way where you guys were hunting that vampire, and you guys were gonna get destroyed by this thing, but it was hungry, and I played it hungry. And you guys just trapped it. You prepared well also, but like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I haven't played a game system that has this kind of just seat of your pants combat every time. Like, both for me, running the monsters, and you guys, where you're like, right, even the bear, even when you guys were fighting the bear, because I think you know that bear can hit you in 2 hits and you're dead. Like, if it gets 2 hits on you.
My character could live 3.
And that bear was hitting 3 to 4 times per turn.
Maybe.
Yeah. That bear was fierce. That was a nasty bear, but it only had 34 hit points, and you did 15 in 1 hit.
Yeah, and I almost.
And that was like the killing blow. You broke its arm.
Almost hit it
Yeah.
a second time.
You.
I missed my first hit, but got a second hit because of one of the abilities in my race that lets me like defend kin.
Okay, yeah, where you stepped in front of the hit. That's right.
Not stepped in front of it,
No.
but hit back.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. We missed more comments. Okay. Yes, I would have to think about that and actually come up with a few bullet points. You're going to get me to write stuff down, TSL. Thank you.
I have not heard of
See,
the card
not
game
an RPG.
Overpower.
Okay, hold on. Not an RPG, but have you ever heard of the card game Overpower? No. Look that up. I like new card games. He doesn't, but I do. And I love card games particularly. Like, I think card games are my grandparents played a lot of cards with me when I was a kid. So we were always playing like Hearts and Pinochle every night at like after dinner. And so cards kind of got burned in as like some sort of family interaction or something. See, back in Shadowmoor, I managed to end the game at -7 to 47 life on my third turn. Hold on, back in Shadowmoor. What is Shadowmoor? I thought for a moment it was supposed to be Shadow Dark, but back in Shadowmoor,
superhero
I managed to end the game at -7 to 47 life on my third turn. This is Magic the Gathering. Okay, hold on. With commons and uncommons, and it has somehow accelerated since then. Oh my goodness. Okay, I get it. We're still talking about Magic. Okay, I thought this was a TTRPG thing. All right, I will text you that video idea right now. Thank you so much, Argus. I appreciate it. I think I would rather enjoy talking about some of the mechanical things I've enjoyed. Like, I would actually like trying to figure out how to explain that well, because the mechanics in the system and like most of the TTRPGs that I've played have often got in the way of the game. Like almost every single aspect of the mechanics in Dungeons and Dragons gets in the way of us just playing the narrative story. Right? There's so many little things on the cards, if you have the cards, or just on the monsters, and little phases to check things. Like, it's actually kind of hard to run that game narrative. You know, and I see people on Critical Role doing a pretty good job, but they're still constantly out of character. They're still constantly meta joking. It'd be hard to tell if it were possible to do it. And that's the thing, is like, I don't know if I've ever seen anyone run Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition using the mechanics and come out with a narrative game that's like interesting to watch. I can watch the 4D guys play a game. You know, it's like watching, I don't want to say theater kids, but kind of. It's like watching theater kids, but they roll dice on occasion and have it determine the outcome. I'm not super interested in that kind of entertainment. Like, I do a lot of stuff around here and I'm rarely watching YouTube, but I've seen a few of Crispy's games and I'm like, yeah, that's actually way more interesting to me than anything on Critical Role, and definitely more interesting than Matt Colville's game. That was hard to watch, and so have a lot of the ones that have been popping up on actual plays.
It's like
So
the Overpower is like, looks like it's a superhero card game from these releases. Those look like superheroes to me. And then it's like a revived franchise sort of in a card game. I don't know exactly what it is.
All right, send me a text message about it. I like looking up card games. Thank you for the recommendation. Okay, it looks like we are. I will hit the YouTube still going. Okay, not now. Okay. All right, there you go. Don't airdrop it yet. Okay. All right, let me see. Are you guys near Seattle? There's a group of guys who play Overpower. It's a reboot of an old game from the 90s. Major tournaments coming up, including a regional event in Seattle in September. That's cool, man. Thank you. Yeah, I will look that one up. We do not live near Seattle, but I will still look that game up. D&D is a deep fryer of other ideas. Let's see. D&D is a deep fryer for other ideas. Take whatever you want in there, but it's going to be great. Interesting. Man, TSL, you need to start a blog, man. You do. Like, every time I've told you this, you are a wordsmith. You're really good at making like just quip. You got to start a blog. You are fun to read. And you know what? You could make it about like TTRPGs or something, you know? Make a TTRPG blog. I would love to steal things you blog to talk about in videos. You know? Yeah. Let's see. Original Overpower from the 90s was superheroes. New game is literary and mythological characters. And they have, have an Invincible and Walking Dead set coming out. Okay, cool. I see. Oh, Invincible the comic and Walking Dead. So, so it's a card game.
Anime show.
So it's a card game kind of like Magic or something.
I guess.
Huh, interesting. Yeah, okay, I'll look that up. All right, we're going to go watch Hoban's Ladder. Thank you all for hanging out with us.
Expanse.
Riker calls The Expanse Hoban's Ladder.
Because he heard Holden.
He heard Holden, and he saw the guy climbing up a ladder at the time.
And
I don't know.
He thought
and he went
Hoban.
Hoban's. The show must be called Hoban's Ladder. He's a funny kid. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with us while we live streamed. Are we going to be able to do this every Thursday, you think? We'll find just maybe we'll just chat instead of like looking at cards.
Maybe a different day, but maybe like Tuesday.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're gonna figure it out, but we want to get more regular, like live streaming and just kind of hanging out. I like chatting with y'all here, and YouTube likes me putting videos up regularly, so we'll keep doing that. And we appreciated everyone's comments on the videos, asking questions. Everyone who's been doing that, I really appreciate that, because I take a picture of that thing and I go, cool, and I send that to Lex and I'm like, write down some ideas about this. We're gonna talk about that. And I love having these discussions with her and getting her perspective and kind of just hearing from a normie what they think of this kind of nerdy stuff. So, and it's been cool, you guys helping to direct our conversation. So thank you. We're gonna go watch The Expanse. God bless you all. Have a good night.
God bless you. Good night.
Where's the end button? There we go.